Hey, Steve Wagner, Virtual Properties Realty. I want to discuss the exciting new Progress Leads group. I've got the original crew here, what I call the founding leadership. Ruby Wagner, Mike Biernick, Richard Askew, Linda Askew, and I'm Steve Wagner. I'm there on the left with my wife, Ruby. And we've got about 125 years of combined experience here. Too many awards to mention. But our simple vision when we got together, our simple objective is to deliver more value than what even Virtual Properties Realty does. Now, Virtual Properties Realty is the fastest growing real estate company in the state, so we're delivering amazing value, but it's a little different type of program. Some of the people need a little bit more assistance, and that's what we're giving them. And we're only increasing the split by 10%, or you can say decreasing it, goes to an 80% split. We're maintaining the freedoms and branding rights of the agents, which is a very unique aspect of these teams. And so I want to go over what it is and what it isn't, what the Progress Leads group is, and just as importantly, what it isn't. This is required viewing for anybody that's going to join the program. I make them sign off that they have watched this video because I want their expectations as they get into the program, before they get in the program, to be right. And I want a lot of the questions to be answered so they're not asking a bunch of questions they could have already learned on the video. Please watch the other videos, 21 Reasons Why Progress Leads group is valuable to you and why you should join. I want you to understand our core philosophy, our mission, our structure, how we get things done, the main key rules and guidelines. I also want you to watch the conversion full video. You can find these videos on progressleadsgroup.com. And again, I'm going to blow through. Now, these are going to be blow through because remember, I've got a whole nother video on the 21 reasons, and I go very slowly over that. I want to blow through and remind you that there are 20 things that you get, but there are 4 things I want to make sure you don't try to, clarifications that you don't try to make the program something that it's not. And because some people already kind of tried to do that. It's more, they have a misinterpretation of the program, so I'm going to clarify this. This is a unique, revolutionary opportunity, so you can't take what you see from other programs and apply it here. It's just better. Okay, so again, this is about gaining proper perspective. I'd say that's the main goal of this video because people generally see what they look for. They don't see things as they are. They see things as they are. So right out of the gates, number one benefit, yes, there are leads provided, but the leads that we provide, that we give you, are only about 1/20th of the overall opportunity of the overall product. The leads provided, there are leads provided, but we don't want this, and that being, we don't want you to be dependent. We don't want you to be like the little dog on the left looking for handouts. The goal of most teams is to make you dependent, and so ours is not. There's a huge difference here. So most team structures take too much, even from your family, friends, and sphere, and what they end up doing is stealing your sphere, stealing your potential clients and putting them in their database. This has happened so many times. They take credit for your accomplishments. They prevent you from branding yourself. You actually lose your identity when you go to these programs. I encourage you to think twice before you enter those types of programs. They make you brand them, their leader, making their leader even more, established, more revered and all that stuff. The Progress Leads Group doesn't do any of this stuff. They rob you of your freedoms, not the Progress Leads Group. We don't do that. They send you all over creation, wasting a lot of your precious time. They're giving you the crumbs of the leads. They're giving you the leads that they don't think are that valuable, maybe that might be a waste of time. They throw them to you and see if you can make something out of it. That's not what we're about. We're about independence. We're trying everything in our power to make you independent. We're trying to help you create abundance. And we have a saying that we want to make your cup runneth over. If we can do that with all the members, we're going to have one of the most amazing programs. And you got to just understand the whole vision. Everybody there, our goal is to make the cup runneth over. Imagine that. if the cup runneth over of all the members, we're going to have all these referrals I'm going to talk about here in a second. So yeah, we give you leads, but we're also about lead generation, and more importantly than even lead generation, lead nurturing. We have all the tools, we have all the processes, and all the techniques to create leads and nurture them. Please watch the other video, Progress Leads Group, Core Philosophy, Mission, and Structure. I go into more about that, and that's about how to build a beautiful real estate career, and that's what our goal is. Number two, we give you leads, but then we give you the empowerment, the independence to go and buy leads anytime you want to. Now, keep in mind, this is like a lead store here, and so there's no contract to sign. You buy leads when you want to, and you don't have to buy leads, but it's always there. So, and it's very reasonable. These are high quality leads. And that's just our way of keeping you independent and empowering you. Number three, we give you unlimited numbers of landing and squeeze pages. We train you on how to turn these into lead generation machines. Number four, we give you one of the best we think it is the best IDX websites in the entire industry. This is a very key aspect on lead generation, but more importantly, that lead nurturing. We show you on how you can use this tool for those purposes. Number five, you're going to get referrals in because we're serious about this cup runneth over a mission here. And a lot of people are going to be reaching that reality. And we're also very serious about you trying to not go over all over creation, to stay within a geographical target market area. But people are going to get leads outside of where they want to work. And so what are they going to do? They're going to refer that out to the person working that area. We'll talk more about that later on. But you're going to get referrals in as you stay in this program and go down the road. But also, I'm just as much excited about you making money on the referrals that you give out. It's a true income producing opportunity here. So the industry's best CRM, number 7. This helps us nurture the leads, and this helps you grow your business. And we'll talk about selling your business in a little bit, but this is a very key. We give you a key tool that you get. Number 8, we have the industry's best training. A lot of it's going to be on the virtual format, which is really good. We're going to save you a lot of time. None of this 3-hour C credit stuff where they take about an hour's information and put a bunch of fluff in it and turn it into 3-hour. You can be at your house with a cup of coffee in a lot of cases. There's going to be live classes as well, but a lot of them are going to be that Zoom, like that picture on the right. And they're generally about an hour and a half type of classes, and you get the information you need to succeed, and then you go about your day. We're going to have group coaching that's going to help you with the accountability. It's going to keep you focused, keep you motivated, keep you on task, doing that 20% of the tasks that bring the 80% of the results. This is very key to you reaching the goals that we're talking about. We have productivity workshops. It's different than training because the trainer is actually out in the field. We're going to utilize today's technology, the Zoom technology, the video conferencing. Everyone could be on their phone. And the leader is going to be out in a subdivision somewhere, like in the upper left-hand corner, and doing door knocking. You can participate in this. You don't have to, but a little bit of motivation speech, and then we reconvene at a certain time, and we kind of make it a competition. Who can knock on the most doors? Who can get the most appointments? Who can get the most positive calls? Same thing. Mike Biernick has agreed to do this twice a month on phone calling, a very similar type of format. We also have some workshops where we make listing presentations. We have also workshops where we practice our scripts, overcoming objections, answering questions in the best possible manner. Number 11, I view this as possibly the number one reason to get into this group. The X factor, as I call it, is the energy. It's an invisible thing that you can't measure. It happens when you surround yourself with those on the same mission as you. It happens when you actually take on the energy and the motivation and the expectations of the people Epictetus, I believe is how he pronounces his name. He's always said that be careful of whom you associate with. It's human to imitate the habits of those whom we interact with or hang out with. We inadvertently or unknowingly adopt their interests, their opinions, their values, their habit of interpreting events, most importantly, their energy. So we're going to create this environment that's going to bring to that next level. That's actually the law of explosive growth. The law of explosive growth, if you want to have explosive growth, you've got to hang out with people that are like-minded. So if you associate with eagles, you'll learn to soar. We give you probably the industry's most, best vision path plan, and it's what I call the new millionaire plan, the new millionaire path, the new millionaire agent. And there are 5 areas of creating income. Unlike the Keller model, which is one area, and as you watch that, I got a video on that. Please watch that. But you're going to get one of the best plans out there, and then also you will have the ability to become a leader. A leader is a really amazing opportunity. The bottom right-hand picture, the richest people in the world look for and build networks. This is how we're setting you up with a network structure, and it's called leveraging. And it's an amazing opportunity. Most people are looking for work, working for a job, but this is building a network. And down the road, there's an opportunity to make $250,000 by assembling a team of 25 people, and that's the plan that we have. And everyone is invited to pursue this opportunity, and it's very attainable. If somebody offers you an opportunity, but you're not sure you can do it, or you just don't understand it, say yes and learn how to do it later. I promise you, we'll teach you how to do this, and it's a great opportunity. We're going to have mastermind groups. This is straight out of Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. No two minds ever come together without a third invisible force. I've talked about that with the X Factor, but it's likened to a third mind. When a group of individual minds are coordinated and function in harmony, the increased energy created through that alliance becomes available to every individual in the group. So we're going to be doing a lot of these mastermind groups. We're going to be learning in that capacity as well and advancing each other in that capacity. A lot of awards given. Virtual Property is known for giving a lot of awards. We're going to be giving our own awards here. This is for maintaining motivation through recognition. Again, unlike most teams, we are going to be teaching you to brand yourself, and we are going to be giving you a lot of recognition. You're going to get exclusive territory. And I put a little star by the exclusive part because you got to find out exactly what we're talking about there. It's a little bit of a long discussion, but we're going to promote you as a local expert. It's going to help you with your branding and with you establishing yourself as a legitimate, high-level practitioner. And then it's going to also get you referrals. And there's going to be referrals because of we're creating a referral network. We actually have another company, per se, called the United Referral Network, and you'll be a part of that as well. Again, advanced business structuring. We're structuring your business through this plan that we have to where you could sell your business. Now, very few real estate agents ever actually do this because they don't strategize and they don't structure properly. But by default, you will have had this in a couple of years. That's if you follow our plan, then you'll be in position to potentially sell your business if you ever wanted to. All in all, it's just the best plan available, and you have to have all the tools and the techniques that we give you there. Number 18, just keep in mind that leverage is one of the most important words of this group, and we're always looking for leverage techniques. And so one of the main things that I also want to tell you is that you'll be on a team. If you've been out there doing listing presentations, you're probably going to be aware that some of these teams are giving a lot of propaganda out there that you almost can't survive unless you're on a team. And so you go to listing presentation as an individual, a team comes behind you, you call back the seller and they go, nah, I've decided to go with the team. They've got, like I said, a propaganda there that makes it sound like if you don't go with the team, then the seller doesn't go with the team, then they are not going to be successful. So anyways, you're going to be on the mother of all teams with this particular program. And you get the best of both worlds. You kind of get the benefits of being an individual. You get to be on your, what I call a small team. Could be 25 agents, but then you're also part of the entire Progress Leads group, and it'll overcome all that propaganda that the other teams are dishing out there. Time management tools. Time is your most precious resource. Trust me, we've got everything in our program to help you maximize your time. And then just remember, we can't go over all the other tools and techniques and resources, but we are providing, like I said earlier, leverage. And Robert Kiyosaki says the broad definition of leverage is simply ability to do more with less. And we've got a lot of other things within the plan that help you in that capacity, obtaining leverage. In a sense, again, you get the best of both worlds. You get the benefits of being with Virtual Properties Realty, a 2300 agent company, the fastest growing real estate company. Got an enormous amount of resources. So some of these small groups, these small team companies, they can't compete with Virtual Properties Realty with the resources that we have. And you get on an 80% split versus a 60% split, 50% split, 40% split, sometimes 25% split. We give you your freedom. We allow you to brand yourself. But there are some clarifications I'd like to go over. Just keep in mind that we set this thing up before we had the first member. The founding members that I talked about, we set this up to be an all for one and one for all philosophy. It's a very strange arrangement here. And so a lot of members are going to come in, they don't understand that. So, I kind of I set up the program with the help through mastermind sessions with the founding partners. But you get designated service from all the leaders. When I say designated, it's from the plan that we created, not from what you possibly want. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but just keep listening. So you're not getting just one leader, you're getting all the leaders. So the proper thing is just got to remember, don't get too caught up on your leader. You get all the leaders. And so further on, let's go over some of these clarifications. Number one, team leaders are not managing brokers. Virtual Properties Realty, which you're still an agent of, has 6 to 8 brokers. I ask you to use those managing brokers. Do not try to make your team leader your new managing broker. That's not the way this thing is set up to be. From a lot of reasons, I don't want that to be done. It's just bad business, and it's not good for our company's compliance. The team leaders are not being trained on how to be compliance brokers. They're trained and set up to do what the Progress Leads group vision, mission, and structure asks them to do. Team leaders are not mentors. We have a mentoring program. And so if you need mentoring, then join the program. But I'll remind you that Progress Leads Group does not take members who are in need of mentoring type support. Progress Leads Group does not take newly licensed agents so they will not go on your first listing appointment. They will not meet with your first buyers. They will not stage your house. They will not sit down and spend 2 hours with you helping you price a property. That's not what this is about. That's mentoring stuff, and we have a program for that. Now it is more expensive, and so you kind of get what you pay for. Now a lot of the members are going to come in thinking that these team leaders are at their beck and call for anything they come up with. That's not the program. Hopefully you're understanding this right now, because we already had some instances where these members are saying, calling them up every 2 or 3 times a day. And I set this program up for them to execute my plan, not to execute your plan. And so they're not your personal coaches. We do have group coaching, and we have a group accountability program. But personal private coaching generally is about $1,000 a month. That's out there if you want it. But don't try to make your team leader your personal coach unless you plan on paying them $1,000 a month. Number 4, virtual properties. Please understand this. This should be a paradigm opening sentence right here. Virtual Properties pays the team leaders. You don't pay the team leaders. Have a team member come in and say, I'm paying you 10%. No. Virtual Properties is paying. You're paying Virtual Properties extra 10% for the 20 or so benefits that we have structured into this program. I've hired the team leaders to help me deliver this, and so I'm paying them 10%. Each of the 10 team leaders are committed to me about 100 hours per year of things you may not even be aware of. Now, some of them they're going to be teaching about 36 classes a year, but they're also going to be in at least 40 hours a year of mastermind, behind the scenes leadership meetings. So you got to understand this, is that there's a lot going on that you're not aware of. And so in essence, I've promised these team leaders, I've talked them into joining this program under the fact that they would not be encumbered much more than the estimated 100 hours of strategy meetings and training classes. I promise them this is not going to be a drain on them, because these are very productive people, very busy people. And so the theme is for Snoop Dogg on the right. I think it was in a Starsky and Hutch line. He says, yeah, I lay it out and for y'all to play it out. And that's what we do. We have the 20 benefits I've already gone through. We lay it all out exactly according to the plan, and then you guys will play it out. And so don't try to milk your team leader for more than what the program entails. They might give you that statement that the dog gives you on the right, or one of these statements. Obviously, I'm trying to bring some humor into the whole situation, but some people are going to try to milk the team leaders too much, and that's not what this program is about. So this is not for everybody. Nick Saban says the goal of a successful team to get the right people on the bus and get the wrong people off the bus. And I'm trying to, but this whole video might be to try to prevent the wrong people from getting off the bus and on the bus, excuse me. And so the final words are this: mediocre people don't like achievers, and high achievers, and then high achievers don't like mediocre people. This program is for high achievers. It's for people that have a little bit of experience, that are serious about taking their business to the next level and growing their business. And nothing is more expensive than missed opportunity. Again, this is an opportunity for constant growth, constant production increases. And I also love Nick Saban's. I'm a Bulldog fan, but I respect Nick Saban. I think he's the best coach in the business. There are two pains in life: the pain of discipline and the pain of disappointment. If you can handle the pain of discipline, then you'll never have to deal with the pain of disappointment. So understand that. That's a little bit about the culture of the Progress Leads group. All we ask is this: that you honor the program's opportunity as it has been designed, as I designed it, and we designed it, the founding leaders. Not for what you want it to be. There's an extra T in there. Have faith and enjoy the results of the 20 elements previously discussed. Strive for progress. Be accountable. Be positive and be uplifting, because that's a prerequisite of being in the Progress Leads group. Never discourage anyone who continually makes progress, no matter how slow, because progress is progress. Well, thank you for watching this video. Please watch the other videos, and I hope you're able to take this and this opportunity and create a more successful, more thriving, more beautiful career. Thank you so much.